Guys, I'm just posting this right here, right now, because I can only imagine what the comments are going to be like on tonight's vlog about how we're the worst parents in the whole world. Blah, 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 blah. My camera's falling. They've already started on my Instagram reel video that I uploaded before. And I am not going to be spending any of my evening tonight replying to nosy people. People that would parent differently to me, so expect me to give them an explanation on my parenting. I'm not going to be spending my evening doing that. If you do a boat trip differently, amazing. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for your children. I'm so happy for your life. But don't come at me and expect me to be giving you an explanation on how I choose to parent. We're on a boat trip tonight on the vlog. Jason and Mila have their own flotation devices on, which are safe, which they are comfortable swimming and floating in the water in. They've used these devices all over the world in all types of water. Under mine and Chris's supervision, they are safe floating devices. I can pick Jace up and throw him into the water and he's going to float. It's a safe, it's not just something that we just bodged together ourselves. This is a bought, certified, safe flotation device for small children, and that's what Jason and Mila wore. They wore them the whole boat trip. I don't even think unless we're on the beach, maybe once or twice they might have taken it off. They took it off maybe, and then they also on the boat when we were been taxied out of the dock, maybe they didn't have it on then, but when we were around in the water, that's what they were. But that's what they wore. They didn't need anything else on. They didn't need to have a big orange thing on. They didn't need that. And in fact, as you'll see from some of the comments on my reels, they actually could have been in more danger wearing one of those, because someone else just shared a story about how their brother had an unfortunate accident in one of those, and we have a family friend that also had an 8-year-old daughter that went face forward in one of those orange vest things and almost drowned. So I'm not saying that they're unsafe. They're absolutely not. They are one of the safest things you can wear in water. But as with everything, there are risks to everything. And me and Chris, as Jason and Mila's parents, were comfortable with Jason and Mila wearing the flotation devices that we knew they'd be comfortable wearing. And they were safe wearing. So that's that out of the way. Aurora, we didn't have, and we don't have a flotation device for her. Aurora wears 3 to 6 month clothes, some 6 to 9. But she's a small dinky baby who, you know, some babies at 11 months old are in like 12 to 18 month 2-year plus clothing. If that was the case for her, she'd have a device just the same as Jason and Mila, but she's not. She's a smaller one, a smaller baby, and she doesn't have a flotation device because we struggled to find one for her size. I was just speaking to a friend, one of our friends that lives in Ireland, and she's told me a place that we can actually get them. But for Aurora, we didn't have one for the boat trip. And when we booked the boat trip, we asked the people that you hire the boat from if we could borrow one for our baby, and they assured us, yes, you can. However, when we went and picked up the boat, we all got on the boat, they passed us the life jacket for Aurora. It was huge, it was way too big. I do explain all this on tonight's vlog, but it was the smallest one they had. They said they couldn't offer us anything else, and that we'd just have to make do with this one. So we set off, we put it on Aurora, and she used this when we were travelling on the boat. We did take this off when we were anchored or when we were on a beach because it was too big. It was huge. It was for 20 kilograms and below, and I don't know what Aurora weighs, but she's in 3 to 6 month to 6 to 9 month clothes, so she's way under 20 kilograms. It wouldn't have been fair to have her sat in that for 8 hours. And don't be coming at me with, yes, but at least she'd have been safe. When we were on a beach or anchored, she was still under our supervision. We were still watching her, but she wore it whilst we travelled on the boat. Would I have preferred a proper life jacket for Aurora that properly fit and I felt properly, that would have fit her properly? Of course I would, but we were dealt an option and we just had to roll with that option. It wasn't that she wasn't wearing anything. It wasn't that we were just letting her crawl around the boat on her own. Obviously someone was holding her the whole time. So that's her covered. As for my 3 teenagers, just don't. It's so stupid that you're trying to pull me down for not making my 15-year-old, my 19-year-old, Anila wear life jackets for 8 hours on a boat trip. It's literally like trying to grasp at something. Like nobody, not one single child above toddler age, and even some toddlers didn't have them on, had life jackets on. I don't think I even saw one life jacket on the whole day. None. Not a single life jacket. And I'm not saying just because they didn't, that means that we shouldn't. And I'm also not saying just because we didn't, that means you can. You choose to parent your own way. We're not like in the minority here because our teenagers didn't have a life jacket on. You would be in the minority if your child had a life jacket on, and that's not wrong. That is not wrong, being in the minority. I'm just pointing out that we're not like, oh my gosh, look at that. The girls, the 3 older girls, are stronger swimmers than me and Chris. They are stronger, as proved in tonight's vlog. You'll see. They are stronger swimmers than me and Chris. And why would I need to put them a life jacket on? I didn't wear a life jacket. Why would I be telling them they need to put a life jacket on? They didn't want to wear life jackets and they shouldn't have had to. We weren't out 7 miles deep in the ocean with nothing surrounding us. We were coasting the shoreline, literally coasting the shoreline. You could see the bottom of the ocean at all times, and they were also under mine and Chris's supervision at all times. Me and Chris weren't having a nap and leaving them to go off on the boat on their own, you know? If anything would have happened, me and Chris were right there the whole time. So I just want to make that clear. I hope that's covered everything. If you'd parent differently, fantastic, that's up to you. I'd also just got a comment saying you shouldn't be promoting that because other parents will watch that and think it's okay. I'm sorry, but no, that's not right. If you're old enough to have a child, then you're old enough to make your own responsible decisions. It isn't my responsibility to teach you as a parent how to raise or keep your child safe. You know, no one's stupid enough to just go, well, she didn't do it, so I'm not going to do it. Parents are going to research that type of thing, and if you don't, then that's on you, it's not on me. I parent the way I want to parent, not the way I'm trying to teach other people to parent. That's not what I'm doing. I'm sharing our adventures and what we do, and that's it, nothing more. I'm not a parenting class, so don't even bother coming at me with that either. That's everything. That's all I'm going to say on it. I won't be replying to loads of comments tonight on the vlog. If Chris wants to go on, and in fact they'll just get blocked and deleted because I'm not asking for opinions on the vlog. We're not asking for opinions on whether you'd do it differently. We're just sharing what we did, that's it. So don't bother trying to cause arguments or slate us for anything. We kept our children as safe as we possibly could, and as safe as we felt they would be safe, and there's nothing more to say on it. So I hope you're excited for the vlog though, guys. It's such a good video, honestly. It was genuinely the best day of my whole life. I had such an amazing day. I want to buy a boat. I genuinely want to. Chris doesn't. Chris has done my boat life. You'll see why in tonight's vlog, but it was such a good day, and I hope you'll all enjoy the vlog and just see it for what it is. Just sharing a fun family adventure. See you all at 5 p.m. Bye guys.